A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant political event that has drawn widespread attention, Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen of Maryland met with Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Salvadoran man who was wrongfully deported to his home country by the Trump administration. This case has ignited outrage across the United States, highlighting issues of immigration policy, due process, and the treatment of deportees. Garcia, 29, was living in Maryland before his deportation, which occurred last month as part of a controversial crackdown on undocumented migrants initiated by the former president. The deportation of Garcia is particularly troubling because it was later revealed that it resulted from an administrative error made by the Justice Department. Garcia, who is married to a U.S. citizen, was among over 200 individuals sent to a prison in El Salvador, many of whom were suspected gang members from the Venezuelan group Aragua, which the Trump administration has labeled a foreign terrorist organization. Senator Van Hollen shared a photo of his meeting with Garcia on social media platform X, stating that he had communicated with Garcia's wife, Jennifer, to convey her husband's message of love. The senator expressed his intention to provide a comprehensive update on the situation upon his return to the United States. The meeting between Van Hollen and Garcia was also noted by the office of El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele, who mockingly commented on the meeting, stating that now that Garcia had been confirmed healthy, he would remain in El Salvador's custody. This case has attracted significant media attention, with reports indicating that Garcia's deportation raises serious concerns about the lack of due process in the U.S. immigration system. A U.S. appeals court recently stated it should be shocking that the government claims it cannot act to free Garcia, especially after a Supreme Court order was issued for his return. The court criticized the government's justification for holding individuals in foreign prisons without due process, a fundamental principle of American constitutional law. During a recent meeting at the White House, President Trump and President Bukele stated they have no basis to return Garcia to the U.S., further complicating the situation. Garcia's wife expressed her distress and confusion regarding her husband's deportation, voicing her so many questions, hopes, and fears about the future. The political ramifications of this case are significant, with Democrats using it to criticize the Trump administration's handling of immigration and deportation policies. Republicans, on the other hand, have defended the deportation as part of a broader effort to combat crime and illegal immigration. The White House has alleged that Garcia has connections to the notorious MS-13 gang, but his legal team has countered that no evidence has been presented to support these claims. And Garcia has never faced any criminal charges in the U.S. Senator Van Hollen's trip to El Salvador has become a focal point of partisan debate, with Democrats arguing that it underscores the cruel consequences of Trump's policies, while Republicans have accused them of supporting a deportee linked to criminal activities. Van Hollen's attempts to visit the prison where Garcia is being held were thwarted by Salvadoran soldiers, who blocked his access, citing orders not to allow him to proceed. The senator expressed his frustration, stating that he aimed to check on Garcia's health and well-being, emphasizing that Garcia had been illegally abducted and is now subject to illegal detention. The Salvadoran government, under Bukele's leadership, has faced criticism for its harsh treatment of prisoners, particularly those held in the Terrorism Confinement Center, SECOT, where conditions are reportedly dire. In a recent post, Bukele sarcastically remarked that Garcia was sipping margaritas with Senator Van Hollen in the tropical paradise of El Salvador, despite evidence showing that Garcia was not in a position to enjoy such luxuries. As the situation develops, the implications of Garcia's deportation and the response from U.S. lawmakers will continue to be a topic of heated discussion in both political circles and the media. The case serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges surrounding immigration policy in the United States, as well as the human impact of these policies on individuals and families. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.